Dear Lord. Why are you mad aggressive? You are mad aggressive today. Let me just get this started.
To see them being in Switzerland and being confronted with the culture in Switzerland and how they think of Switzerland and stuff like that. So I watched that just out of cultural interest, not out of K-pop interest. Right. And yeah, over time, it was just Niall's personality that I developed feelings for Niall. And I also saw that she was actually there were videos where she literally said that she wants a boyfriend and that she wants the boyfriend to come quickly, like she said in Korean.
Oh, hi. Hi.
There was like a video message to her boyfriend and stuff like that, and also then later in TV shows, if there, as soon as the dating is over, she wants to go to.
She does not want a boyfriend.
Like and then I also hear that she had a crush on Tony Stark, which is the Robert Downey Jr., the actor of Iron Man, and Avengers.
No.
And I was like, okay, maybe there is a chance for me to, you know, to confess my feelings to her, and maybe she's looking for a boyfriend. She's not racist or anything like that because she has a crush on.
For context, this lovely lady is interviewing this man who stalked a K-pop. Hi, sorry. This lovely lady right here is interviewing this man who is stalking or currently stalking a K-pop idol. And he just said she's not racist because she has a crush on Robert Downey Jr. And so that was his excuse for confessing his love. And keep in mind, we're only 2 minutes into this interview, and it's like over an hour long, and we're only 2 minutes in. I don't want to.
This white actor because he's a white male and I don't okay. So maybe
you can't be racist or oh my god, no.
I should try my luck, but I had huge anxiety of flying with airplanes because there was sort of an accident in my childhood with an airplane, and yeah, that's when I started to have huge flight anxiety. But
what?
I prepared a lot and I was like, okay, I just have to do it. I have to go to Korea and confess my things to her because how else am I gonna do it? Right? If I try it online somehow, it will be really difficult to reach her. And I already knew where the company is because of the company address and stuff like that. I thought, okay, maybe if I go to South Korea, maybe if I go to the company, maybe if I go to places where Niall has been, maybe there's a chance that I can confess my things to Niall and tell her and show her that I fully love her. So then
you don't love her.
So all my courage together, and I was like, okay, right, South Korea now. And
we're only 3 minutes in.
Come with me because I was a little bit scared to travel alone, but all my friends had other things to do, and they didn't really come with me, which was kind of sad. And then I just went alone to South Korea in October 2019, like almost 2 years ago.
Right, so actually that brings us to like the first YouTube video, right, which was in October of 2019.
Exactly. That was when I was in Korea. I thought
2019.
Go public. I thought I can do this privately because I don't really plan on being a public figure. And if I am a public figure, I want to do something related to science and technology.
Right, I
don't want to.
Of course, he doesn't plan on being a. You know, like, I don't plan on being a public figure. No shit. Jesus. Okay, I need to stop pausing it.
Being a public figure in the K-pop industry. And so I thought, okay, I will go to the company. I will try to go to places where Niall has been, maybe neighbors and stuff like that, and ask them if they can help me to specifically tsunami for that I stayed over. But when all these things failed, I only stayed for 3 weeks back then. I was like, okay, and still haven't been able to confess my feelings to Nile. What do I do now? I have to somehow find a way to show
Confess
Nile
your
that I stayed over.
feelings?
The only option left was, hey, what if I make a video
You
showing that
don't
I came
know
to Korea, I came
her.
all the way to South Korea because I wanted to confess my feelings for Nile, and I show that I'm here in her neighborhood and at home and stuff like that. And that way maybe she will see, oh, this guy, he really is serious about it. He came all the way to South Korea. He must really love me. And yeah, that's when I uploaded the video. And that
I should have mentioned, he's German. He flew all the way from Germany to South Korea to meet her. And allegedly, he has spent over 3 million euros. I don't know how that much is in USD, but 3 million euros. 3 million euros.
that's when things kind of turned into a very bad way for me because a lot of YouTubers started to make fake news and drama. And
So
they started
before we get to that, right? Sorry, before we get to that, I just wanted to ask, like, when you uploaded your YouTube video, what sort of response were you anticipating from your viewers? Like, did you think that you were going to get netizens who were willing to help you, or like, what were you trying to do?
Well, I can answer this question very well. Initially am usually in the science community and in the engineering community.
You're in the science community?
Also, I only hang out with people at my age, so I have no idea what people that are younger than me do and stuff like that. So I anticipated a mature response, and other response I anticipated that there are a lot of people who say,
Mature.
Hey, love you, George. Wow, that's amazing that you're showing love to Nile, and they're going to help you. That's so romantic. That's so nice. We're going to ship you with Nile and stuff like that. And I really anticipated a lot of support for what I did. And then when I saw what actually happened, that they were
He expected people to support him and say like, oh, you should be with Nayan. That's the idol he is stalking.
YouTubers who use me for attention. They use me, they make drama, they make fake news headlines.
Damn, this shit's aggressive tonight.
Getting more viewers, getting more subscribers, getting more ad revenue, and even some websites started using me and made headlines like clickbait headlines, fake news, stuff like that, to create drama.
It's not clickbait, honey.
To attract more and more viewers, so that they get more and more ad revenue, and they basically use me. And also a lot of fans, a lot of K-pop fans, they are quite young and they were quite jealous because back then I didn't realize what the K-pop industry does to some extent. Because what the K-pop industry does to some extent, especially in Twice, is they partially not just sell music and entertainment, but they also to some extent sell love and friendship to the fan. And that's also why they are dating and stuff like that, so that the fans don't get jealous when the idol starts dating. But I didn't know about this at all. And so I was confronted with the people who made fake news, who made headlines, and tried to get attention. And also I was confronted with the jealous fans literally told me like things like leave Nile alone, Nile belongs only to me and stuff like that, which is ridiculous. Like they were actual obsessed fans and they sort of projected on themselves.
You hear how loud this fucker is? We're just gonna stay here. Jesus. I can't let go of the fact that he thought people would support him. He legit thought people. He uploaded a video. He just said that he uploaded a video confessing his love. What the fuck? I just want to talk to a stalker. I genuinely want to at least have a good chat with the stalker for 5 minutes. and wonder what goes inside their heads, you know? What makes you think somebody loves you despite never meeting you in person? Despite never knowing you? They only know you based off of stuff that's on the internet, or based off things people are willing to like. Because you know, stalkers, if they have money, they'll buy off from people. Jesus. That's why I didn't want to do the laundry alone, because, like, I'm bored. Laundry is so boring. Unless you got a video. I'm domestic as fuck. It's like, I just want to watch a video and do laundry with you. Come on. Babe. Oh my god. That I'm a single Pringle. And I'm not ready to mingle. That I am ready to have fun. I'm joking. I'm joking. Did I put this shit on? Okay, perfect.
That's why they thought that
Oh, I can hear
some
it.
kind of obsessed person, which I am not. I truly love Nile. And yeah, then I realized, whoa, hold on a second, that's completely crazy what's going on.
So we'll get more into these hate comments later because that's like a separate segment. So right now we're just kind of go through the timeline, right? Okay, so anyways, you got a lot of hate, but then this didn't stop it, right? So actually you continue to make efforts to get to know Nayan. And actually this brings me to January of 2020, where you actually boarded the same flight as twice. And so this big headline news. So can you tell us about like what happened from your perspective? Like all the way from, actually, can you start from how you found out about your flight details and how you had to first fly to Japan to go to the flight? Okay, so tell us all about it.
Yes. Okay. So because I got a lot of, there were a lot of headlines about me, a lot of fake news, I got a lot of messages, and I'm a person, I usually try to answer everyone, because I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, because I'm like, okay, even if there are 90% of haters that hate me, maybe there are 10% of supporters, and for those 10% of supporters, I go through every message that I get, and I either tell them that they are misinformed if they hate me, or if they are supporters, then obviously I text them, and it was one of the supporters who texted me, and told me about the flight that tried to take Japan, and I was not sure if this guy was actually lying or not, because he just told me this flight information, and I was like, okay, I will do like this, I will go to Korea.
That man deserves to be arrested for leaking information.
Will actually fly it that day, and if it's true, then the return flight must be true as well. And when I realized, okay, it's true, the information that I got is correct, I was like, okay, now I know that I will be at the return flight from Tokyo back to Seoul. I was like, okay, I have to book that flight now as soon as possible to Tokyo, and then book the same return flight as them, so that I am in the same flight as Nayan, which was quite.
So you first went to Korea to the airport to find out about your flight details. So you flew to Korea and then you flew to Japan.
Actually, I went to Gimpo, I waited there and waited if twice actually comes at the time that the guy said. And when they came, I knew, okay, the flights have to be true. That's why the return flight has to be true as well. And that's when I realized, okay, I have to book a flight to Japan now, which was quite expensive, and it was very, very stressful and very, very difficult to do, because I first tried to book it online, and there were so many errors that in the end, I didn't sleep at all. I went went to a taxi and I took a taxi to the Gimpo airport and I got my flight tickets at the Gimpo airport. Then I drove back to my hotel and then I basically, the next day I went to Japan right away. And in Japan I also didn't sleep because I wanted to be on the return flight so bad and I didn't know because I booked like a one-day apartment in Japan, and I wasn't sure if I could make it to the airport in time. So just to be safe, I thought, okay, I will go earlier. So I went 3 a.m. in the morning to the airport back to Tokyo so that I'm 100% at the same flight. It was really stressful days for me. It was a lot of work, and it cost me a lot of money because I also had to book business class so that I am actually with Nile there in business class, which is also kind of expensive because I booked it like last minute, so to speak, last minute business class. And then I finally were able to confess my feelings to Nile during that flight. Yeah.
And then you said that, like, and then you basically, I watched your video about what you said happened. So you took the letters out of your bag, and then you walked towards Jonghyun and Nayeon's room, right? And you tried to give it to her, but before you could even finish your sentence, some managers tackled you to the ground, right? So
As they should.
That's funny. The managers tried to take me
As they should.
Obviously, they couldn't because I'm small and stuff like that. I don't have anything against small people. Like,
As they should.
Against small people, but it's just a little joke. And they tried to jump on me, tried to put on the ground or something like that, which was kind of ridiculous. It almost reminded me of like a kindergarten. Like literally, I felt like I am in a kindergarten right now because I'm an adult, I'm mature, and I'm used to have adults around me. And to get a response like this, that the managers jump on me, is so childish of them, and so crazy. It's like a culture shock almost because I'm not used to such childish behavior. But anyway, so I took my letters out mid-flight, and I went for the right time. So then I did what's the first time.
Can you be fucking childish?
Because I did that very close to Nine and Tongan, and then I went to Nine and I was like, Nine, you just say, which means like, Nine, could you please read the letter?
Just
and,
say, oh?
the moment I said that, the manager jumped on me, and I was like, I almost felt like a movie, and I was like, don't touch me, because I was like, dude, what is this kindergarten here? I'm trying to confess my feelings right now, and you guys are acting up like, I don't know, like children. And it was a little bit weird, and then they kept being loud. They tried to make it impossible for me to communicate with Nine, because then I said, Nine, stop, Anila. Which means like I am not Rocker. I truly love you. Like I wanted to make sure that she knows that I have good intentions, that I'm not a stalker, and that I truly love her. And I tried to communicate this to her over and over again. But the managers, they kept yelling no, which they had the intention to make it impossible for me to communicate with Naya. But because the managers were so loud, and the managers were like no, and the managers, they created this drama, they jumped on me, they kept being loud. Then the flight assistants came and they were like, what's going on here? And then they scolded the managers, and then the managers tried to lie to the flight assistants, trying to make me look like I caused this drama, trying to make me look like I'm the bad person. But in reality, I went calmly to Niall, I tried to calmly confess my feelings to her. I never had any drama intended, but the managers were those who stood up, who jumped on me, who created all this drama, who kept being loud, who tried to make it impossible for me to communicate with Niall. And it was sort of crazy. But yeah, then I made sure that Niall got my letters. I made sure that the managers did not take the letters away from Niall. And then I was pretty sure, like, okay, she has
She probably threw them away. I hope she threw them away.
Now I just have to wait and see what her response is, because either her response is, hey, Josh, look, that's kind of cute of you that you love me, but I'm busy with my work, or I have other intentions. I'm so sorry that I baited you to come to South Korea. I'm so sorry that I pretended that I want a boyfriend, because that's literally what she said a lot of the times, that she wants a boyfriend. And she could have said, like, oh, I'm so sorry, Josh, that I baited.
He said he wanted her to respond like, oh, I'm sorry I baited you to come to South Korea. I'm sorry I made you think I wanted a boyfriend. I'm sorry I thought I made you feel this way. It's like, what made you think she wanted a boyfriend? And then the fact that he said she's not racist because she likes a white man. She has a crush on a white man. You cannot be racist towards white people. Debate me on this all you want. You cannot be racist towards white people. Especially a German, no less. Your ancestors. Your own people were racist towards white people. I'm opening this shit up. Jesus. 1 more hour.
Into this situation, I can maybe repay you the clients that you took, because I'm so sorry that I baited you into thinking that I'm available and stuff like that. And then she could have rejected me or something like that. Or she could have said, oh, that's so good of you, George. Of course, I love you back and we can date. Or she could have said, just wait a little bit, George. It's not the right time. We can date, but maybe in 5 years from now, when I'm out of the American Academy contract, like she could have communicated a lot of things to me, but instead I got nothing. I got nothing communicated back to her from her, and I got more and more worried day by day. And I also wanted to go back to Germany because I had stuff to do in Germany as well. And at the end of January, I went back to Germany, and I also then got Cheong's number, and I couldn't call Cheong from Germany because I was already back in Germany that day. And then I asked on Twitter because, again, that's the same thing. I again thought for some reason that I'm only surrounded by adults, by mature people, and that's why I leaked the number because I thought the other people who see this have good intention as well, and they're trying to help me, they're trying to help Niall, they're trying to help Jail, but instead these fans, these children, they instead use that number to harass Cheong. They try to call Cheong and they harass Cheong over and over again, and then
You leaked the number.
Me because I leaked her number, and if I would not have leaked Cheong's number, then Cheong would not have gotten harassed from these children, from these evil children. And I
You leaked her number.
I'm usually used to have only adults around me, mature people. I'm not used to having to deal with evil children that have bad intentions and stuff like that. That's why, it was more or less an accident that I leaked the number. I had never the intention to harass Cheong by leaking her number or anything like that. I always had good intentions. And
But
I made an apology video.
Sorry, but I just wanted to add that even if nobody harassed Chaeyoung, like at the end of the day, it's reasonable for people to not want their number to be leaked because it is personal information. So I think, of course, those kids shouldn't have harassed Chaeyoung if they had her number, but you also have to take some responsibility for the fact that you.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But the problem is, I'm not usually surrounded by normal people. I'm usually surrounded by very smart people, and that's why sometimes it's difficult for me to. And accordingly, like for example, leaking a number, for example, like that. To me, in my surroundings, where everyone is smart, leaking a number is not a problem because everyone knows how to deal with that and respect with that and have respect for the number and stuff like that. But in children, especially when you have to deal with children, as I said, I had no idea that they will be very toxic. They will harass people. They will use this number to harass. And I learned my lesson. I was like, okay, I have to be careful. I also at first didn't understand why Twice needs security guards at the airport because I was like, why do they need security guards for? That makes no sense. But then eventually I realized, oh, a lot of these children are actually really bad, and they need to be protected from these children. And I'm not used to this because, as I said, I'm only usually surrounded by smart people, and we don't need this. But in this case, I guess security is appropriate because these children can be very, very toxic and very bad. I mean, I experienced this myself. The children attack me as well a lot of times.
Okay, so we can go into this later. So let's continue with the timeline because I don't want to get too off topic.
Okay, so that was February, and I made another update video. Well, I first made an apology video to Cheong because I realized, oh, damn, that was not my intentions to leak Cheong's number like that. Like, I never had my intentions, and then I made an apology video. Then after that, a few weeks later, I made another update video in which I explained that I really love Niall, that I have no bad intentions, and I'm not sure what exactly I explained. I remember that I explained it a lot.
The apology video that I saw was to Niall, not Chaeyoung, so I'm quite confused.
I made it, and I think I also made an apology video to Cheong, which was a little short, I think, from what I remember. But I also made an apology video to Niall, but I never really apologized to Niall because I never did something wrong.
Okay.
Because I always had good intentions, right? But I made an apology video for Niall in case, like it's not really an apology, it's more like I'm sorry for the accidents that happened, but it's not my fault. Like.
We're on the final load. We're on the final load. Oh, my fucking phone out. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Let me show you my much. We still have an hour left in that video. No, 57 minutes left. I don't know how I'm gonna sit through it. I do not know how I'm gonna sit through it. You got me losing patience. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. As it was. Huh, never seen myself in this angle before. Oh, Ammo. Ammo uploaded on her channel. I'll watch. Nah, I don't need to watch that. I'm putting on the TV. Give me a second. City of Massachusetts, also city of America. Look my, me cringe, like the physical cringe. Oh my boo. Balance.
judges and a lot of fans support their idol, not just with the usual support that you get in the Western culture, but also some of the people they really have feelings for the idol. They see their idol as their friend or even more like that. And once the idol starts dating, they are like they feel cheated on. They almost feel betrayed. You can see that the numbers, the ratings will drop, the profits will drop. Once the idol starts dating, just the numbers go down. And that's why most companies they say, you don't want to make dating months, you keep it single. That's why the ratings stay up. And the fans have somewhat of their fantasies with the idol or whatever, or some of the fans at least. And so that's really bad from the industry because long term, in the long-term perspective, it is not good because more harm than good. Because in the long-term perspective, eventually the idol will find that boyfriend or girlfriend will make a family, and then inevitably fans will become jealous. So it's never a good idea to love and friendship or to put a price tag on love and friendship, or that there's this app called Bubble to care of entertainment, which also puts the price tag on love and friendship because now people have to pay like I don't know what it is, $8 or what a month to have a chance to talk with their idol or whatever. And it's a little bit of a scam because they have these hopes to talk to the idol and they pay money and then they pay all this money and they don't get the attention that they want from their idol, and then the idol suddenly starts begging from their that's unfair, I take so much money to get attention from my idol.
Oh shit.
Gives their attention to someone else for free.
But I think JYP doesn't want her to date because that will affect marketability, is what you're trying to say. So you
It will lower their profits, it will lower their profits, and it will lower the rates of the idol. Yeah.
that's why they're keeping you away from Ion.
Well, not just me, I'm not the only one who's affected. Because if you look, for example, at Sharon, who has been seen to date with her
I never lift my head up.
artist, or there was also
I never lift my head up.
when teachers stuff like that. If you look at the different situation, the company is trying to keep the idols from dating publicly. Because the public dating has shown cause a lot of drama, not just in my case, but also in the other case.
But JYP allowed Momo and Junior to date though, so it's already been publicly announced that JYP hasn't made them very public. Okay, but it allowed them to date.
Yeah, but there was also the case that it could be promotion stuff like today, but back then it was more, what I saw was more like a test, and they never really went deep into making the relationship public because they saw that fans get jealous and they saw the bad effects that public dating has in the company. And it's not just only the public dating thing that's bad for the company, but also the fact that I'm from Germany, the fact that I'm from a different country, it adds to the motivation for Germany to keep not single or not dating with me because
I should grab a glass of water every time he says, I love Nyan. JYP's tearing us apart. There's a dating ban. There is no such thing as a dating ban. Okay, as somebody's into K-pop, it's like, I believe it at this point that it's a lie that these companies have dating bans. Idols say that, or companies say that to protect the idols. And that way people will be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Y'all can't date because idols need to have availability.
there was obviously now brings in a lot of money to German entertainment, and if she wants to live with me, for example, and I could convince her for whatever reason to go to Germany, which I don't mind where she wants to live, I could live wherever she wants to live, but they could say that I may be convinced to come to Germany or whatever, and then she doesn't, she stops the German entertainment, which would basically
No, work out a little bit.
But either way, I personally find it a little bit irritating to what they do because they are destroying themselves right now. Because we should go continue the timeline because there's an important event that's coming up, which is German actually announced officially that Nile went to the Stalker court, she requested withdraw the restraining order, which showed that Nile does not take me, which shows that Nile is on my side, but German also added that the company German would try to go against me anyway. Like they were like, okay, Nile requested withdraw the restraining order, but we as a company will still fight going against the court, which is ridiculous because they're just hurting themselves, because they are the culprits, they are the bad guys, and in front of court, they would have to pay, they would have to profit. That's why I find it a little bit funny. That's a little bit like, imagine you do something bad and then you call the police and you're like, something bad happened.
Okay, I have a question. When did Ion withdraw this restraining order? I didn't see this on the
I
news.
heard about it in March 2020, so it could be February or it could be March 2020.
Can you send me the article that says this later? Like I
You
said,
can Google about it. Everyone who watches this can Google about it. Just Google Nyan withdraw restraining order. A lot of articles will pop up.
specifically, it could be another restraining order.
No.
You're a bot, let me know, but hi Grid.
Definitely, that Nyan is going to respect.
We're watching a Stalker.
So this definitely shows that Nyan is on my side, which makes sense because I fulfilled every wish for Nyan.
Or Stalker interview.
I spent 100, but by then I almost spent millions of dollars already to make Nyan happy, to fulfill every wish.
I'm getting really fidgety.
It just makes sense that she's on my side and that the people can do it up there.
But how do you know that this is a restraining order against you? Because there are multiple, like, these articles have many restraining orders.
Listen. I have no idea what these counts do. All I know is that Nine went to court to withdraw, request to withdraw restraining order against me, which shows that she's on my side. What European Union does and what they're trying to do is such a kindergarten for me. I am too old to deal with such a killer gun, I will tell the police because police wants me to find more evidence that it is. And I personally, I want with my life, I don't want that anything to do with this killer gun, but the police, the real police, they told me that they want me to show them more the wrong things that they've done. So the police wants me to go against their things. I will just leave this killer gun alone because
I have a bad back.
I'm not getting good. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. So you said that, like, can you give me some examples? Because you say that usually gay party is silencing Nyla and preventing her from talking to you. So, like, what incidents do you have? Because I know you mentioned about how they reported the
If you've been paying attention, I'll give you a bit of context. This man is from Germany, and the person he's stalking is a K-pop idol. So he went to Germany, all the way to South Korea, and he has spent a grand total of 3 million euros. And let me tell you what he did, Greg. He found somebody gave him information about their flight, and he approached the idols, or the group this idol is in. It was so bad. Hi, Merciful. He could be, that's the scary part. He's still, apparently, I haven't even debated this man yet. I hope not, because the person he is stalking is actually real. Like, hold up. This poor lady, this is the one he is stalking. She is the main vocalist or lead vocalist of a group called Twice. He boarded their plane, and it was so bad that the managers had to basically tackle him. And he also leaked one of the other members' phone number, and a bunch of people found it. And so now I'm waiting for my last load of laundry to finish. And I needed something to watch. And I didn't want to be alone watching this, because I'm creeped out. Keep me company, guys. If you're lurking, thank you. Whatever. I don't care. I don't want to watch this by myself.
And they lied to me because they first pretended to be on my side.
Listen to how he talks.
They lied to me and they said, we are on your side, Josh. We will give you a letter to Nine. If you don't do this, we will give you a gift to Nine. Stuff. If you don't do this, we will do it for you. We are totally on your side. We will tell Nine that we're a great guy. But please, just wait 2 weeks. Don't do anything in those 2 weeks. Wait 2 weeks. We are on your side. We'll give you a letter to Nine. We will do everything to show Nine that you're a good guy. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. Great company. And then what did I do? I waited 2 weeks, exactly what they wanted me to do. And then 2 weeks later, they made something public that sounded a little wrong. And I was like, oh, they see a little misinformed here. I have to go back. So I got 9 minutes. We're going to take 9 minutes to the you take the bus. It's cheap and anyway, so I went to the bus to the minutes, and then I asked him, hey, what's going on? He told me he would tell Nine that I'm the person who said that I will get my letter to Nine. And then the same guy that promised me that he would get my letter to Nine, that they would tell Nine that I'm the guy, the same person went said, yeah, just wait here 50 minutes. And then I waited 50 minutes, and then he came back to 2 police officers, and I immediately realized, they didn't take me there, he was like, we told you not to come back here, you're a bad person. And I was like, I immediately realized, oh my god, this guy actually lied to me. This guy tried to keep me silent for 2 weeks so that he can go to the police, lie about me, trying to get me kicked out of South Korea. And then I realized that he I was like, oh my god, when he told me that he's on my side, when he told me that he will when he told me that he will tell Nine.
You weren't here for the beginning. You know what he said? You know what he said? She said, or the idol said, that she had a crush on Robert Downey Jr., and I made him relieve, because that means she's not racist towards white men. He was happy that she had a crush on a white man. Oh, because she's Asian, by the way. She's Korean, so. He's German, by the way. Does he not realize what a famous German did to a group of other people? Does he not realize? I'm pretty sure you know who I'm trying to say. It's Hitler, the diddler. Let's continue.
And by time he lied, trying to silence me for this, and then he, behind my back, went to the police and lied to the police because guess what they said? Jeremy Entertainment lied to the police and they told the police that I would harass Niles, which is completely untrue. I would never harass Niles. That's such a crazy idea. And they also even said to the police that I would want to kill Niles, which is completely untrue. And they tried everything to get the police to kick me out of South Korea. And then I realized that
They should.
not with me. I will go to the police and I will explain everything to the police. I will not let myself get lied by Jeremy Entertainment. And that's when I realized this company is so against me. They are literally lying to me, to silence me, trying to be very, very, I don't know the English word, they try to be very, very, they try to be sneaky and with a sneaky move, try to get me out of Korea, you know, and they're very sneaky and very, very dishonest. And so.
But my question is, how do you know that they're silencing Nyan as well? Because
Okay, so when I realized they're dishonest, when I realized they're dishonest and they're sneaky, I realized, hold on, they probably told Nyan the opposite. They didn't tell Nyan that I'm a good person, instead they probably went to Nyan and they tried to scare Nyan away from me. And that's also why I was so pressure to take the flight, to go, to be on the same flight, to tell her the truth, that I'm not a stalker, that I'm in fact truly in love with her, and that I would never stalk her. And
You don't love her.
And I realized by then they most likely told Nyan that I'm a stalker, they most likely told Nyan that I'm dangerous, which I'm not. They tried to scare Nyan away from me. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, then this company is very good, not trusted. And yeah, then also the next, to answer your question more, the next thing is common sense. Remember, since January 9 has contact information 100% because I gave her the letter in person, in real life, on the letter I have contact information, right? So she can reject me at any time. She's allowed to reject me because that's exactly what the company wants. That's exactly what most of the jealous fans want. Because remember, the fans want Niall to be single, so that they have these fantasies with Niall. And so she is completely allowed to reject me. That's what the company wants to hear. That's what the fans want to hear. And I also was like, hey, if she rejects me, so be it. At least I have clarity. But she didn't even reject me. Here's the thing: if she wants, then if she's like, okay, maybe this Josh is a good guy, maybe she is the right person, but maybe I need more time to figure it out, whatever. Then she cannot message me because if she messages me and she's like, okay, we're gonna whatever, then she could come into problems with the company entertainment or with fans, with just fans or whatever.
she didn't tell you that, like, so you feel like being silenced and blackmail.
Well, she's to some extent for sure silenced by the fans because
This man can't handle rejection.
For example, when this leak that Jill was dating or is dating her tattoo artist, a lot of fans attacked not just Jill, but even more so the tattoo artist, which is completely innocent. That's also the thing. The fans, they have a problem with logic because here's the thing: when Jill secretly dated the tattoo artist, who is the bad guy? Who is the bad guy throughout the fans? Is it Jill or is it the tattoo artist? Well, Jill is the person who secretly, so to speak, cheated on the fans. So technically, Jill is the bad person who cheated on the fans, so to speak. So the jealous fans should hate on Jill, but instead, the jealous fans, both of them, hated the boyfriend of Jill, which has nothing to do. He's completely innocent. He's a tattoo artist. He has a tattoo shop. He's 40 years old. He's an adult. He has his own life, and the fans attack him, even though he has nothing to do with that entire K-pop industry. So if anything, the fans should hate Jill for being dishonest, for not telling the fans about the relationship, for being dishonest to the fans, but they should not hate the innocent boyfriend because
Oh, my back was
he is not
came back.
involved in this entire K-pop industry, this entire long friendship, price tag sort of thing. And yeah, so that's also a thing. And yeah, he got hated Jill with it, and that's why they know. And I hope that publicly there will be something, there will be some backlash, and that's why they try to not to prevent it from happening. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, so you also tried to send a message, or your friend tried to send a message to Niall's sister, and then she read it on Facebook, but she didn't reply, right? And from that, you also have this theory that therefore Niall's friends and family might also be silenced. Is this true?
Well, there are options. There are options. Either they are silenced or they are numbered. And what I mean with number is numbered communication, because communication is very, very important. It's a very important tool for humans to progress, to exchange information. So communication is really key to progress. That's why we, the human species.
I don't know if you heard what he just said, but he was like using an example of another member that secretly dated another person. And he's like basically saying like, oh, technically that member is the bad person because I don't know if you know anything about K-pop, but idols need to be single, or at least be known publicly that they're single to give availability. Because it's shit like that. It's shit like that that causes delusional people, or delusional people fall for it. So he was basically saying that, oh, technically it's the tattoo artist that's the bad guy. Not because he's basically trying to say like, oh, I'm not the bad guy just because I have a feelings for this idol. I'm not the bad guy here. He's trying to justify his actions through an example or an antidote or whatever it's called.
Have all this technology because we're able to work together, communicate together. And I was like, okay, so I'm talking to Korean with them, but I'm also talking with English with them. I both languages, and I messaged Niall Niall's aunt or Niall's sister or Niall's mother, but they do not communicate back to me, then either they are smart but silent and are not allowed to communicate back, or they are allowed to communicate back but do not communicate back out of stupidity because they do not realize the importance of the exchange of information. Because obviously, if they communicate back to me and give me the information, then I can work with the information. If they tell me Niall doesn't like it because she thinks you are a stalker or whatever, then I can work with that information. I can tell, listen, there are misunderstandings here. I'm not a stalker. Maybe she's misinformed. But I can also say, Niall is not interested in you. She knows that you're a good person, but you're not her type, or maybe she's interested in girls or whatever, and just like boys or whatever. And then I would just say, okay, look, that's fine. I accept the rejection. There's also people who seem to understand. I accept the rejection as long as it is based on truth, as long as Niall
Get our
knows
back
that
muscles
person,
back.
as long as it is not based on wrong information. So if Niall knows I'm a person, I have good questions, I do all of this. I spent so far millions of dollars in the past 3 years to prove to Niall that we love her. And if she knows, hey, this is our love, he is a good person, but I still not like him, then I obviously accept the rejection because I cannot force anyone to love me and to love me back. But if the rejection is based on wrong information, like, oh, Josh wants to kill me, I reject it, that's obviously a wrong information. And I'm like, wait, no, you have wrong information. I truly love you, I would never harm you. These are fake news, made up by just fans or whatever. And I want to know that I'm a good person, and then based on that, make a decision, an educated decision, to either say, okay, he's the right person to spend my life with, that I'm going to marry, or she says, maybe he's not the right one, but then she tells me,
My day's been great. Alyssa, if you're not a bot, let me know.
and then also, what would be kind of nice is if she could repay some of the effort, because she could have rejected
But how has your day been?
always had these,
If you're not a bot.
these moments where I was like, hold on, is she requesting effort of me? Because a lot of people say, but wait, you cannot request to deny to repay you any efforts if she rejects you because she never asked for it. But there are some occasions, especially after I confess and stuff like that, where, for example, in the radio show, that's perfect because I want to go to the timeline because, okay, so the timeline always was much 2020, now there was this news that I'm going to put, and then I want to go back to Korea in April 2020 because I was like, man, on my time.
Thank you for clarifying.
I will go back to South Korea because I have this great news.
How has your day been?
To request the progress rate order, the good news. But I
I found a tingle.
And then once again, what do I do now? And I started to do monthly update videos. And yeah, not much happened. But then at the end of 2020, I think it was like in September 2020 or something like that, there was a Radio Star TV show in 2020. And this is very important because in this Radio Star TV show,
That's
they
good.
talk about marriage. They talk about which member will marry last, which member the biggest.
I'm just trying to be productive before I go to bed.
Came to the conclusion that Politics Shale is going to marry first. The first one who's going to marry. She also talked about
By taking care of laundry or chores and streaming. 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, I need to work out more. I was so good at it last year. I'm trying to yes, that's what I'm trying to do as well, Alyssa. Try to get back my little bit of back muscle that I got. Because I have been so bad about keeping my body in shape, at least. I at least want to be in shape. Ow, ow, ow. I know I need to go to the gym. Everybody keeps saying go to the gym, but I don't. I have anxiety. Your brother, wow. I mean, did you at least win? Did you win? I can see how that's awkward though, but did you at least win? Because you know that sibling rivalry fuels.
She doesn't really want the marriage. She just wants like she doesn't want the wedding. Sorry, she doesn't want like this party. She just wants the marriage. So, you know, funny. So by the way, they talked about this, and then they were like, "Okay, who's the member who will marry last? Who's the biggest member?" And then she said, "Ingrid, but it's probably Nine." And then the radio host, I think Kong is his name, he asked like, why does Nine care about certain attributes? And then Jaehyung said, "No, but if someone wants to marry Nine, he has to continuously work for it. He has to continuously work." And then I heard this, and I was like, "Okay, so she has not." She doesn't care about specific attributes because I first thought maybe my hair color is wrong, maybe my nose is too big, but then I realized okay, she's not so superficial, she doesn't care about the attributes, but she wants someone who continuously works for the love, for her. And that for me was like, okay, so I have to continue with my because I have to continue to prove to Nine that I can love her. And that was for me like a very, very big moment because I realized, okay, I don't have to have special facial features, I don't have to look a certain way.
Is that beheld? Let me know if you're a bot, and yes. I think I have a stretchy face. I don't know. I've been told I'm expressive. Oh, man. 2 more, you could have won. Or at least 3 more. Yeah, I tried doing the gym once. And my anxiety got the better of me. And so, no more gym. I try to work out at home. Like, what's it called? Calisthenics? Is that what it's called? Calisthenics, hold up. Unless you know what I'm talking about. Oh, let me just... Oh, I'm currently watching somebody interview a stalker. I'm gonna put in the chat what I'm trying to say. Yes, of course you knew. I knew you knew. You're smart. You must be an athletic person, because I'm not. The most I do, or I did as in my youth, at 15, was go swimming. That's it. Dang, maybe it was a man. Damn. You won in my book. You won in my book. I don't care. You won. Okay, so that was a bot. Let me continue on with this interview. I didn't want to watch this by myself.
I just have to continuously work for hard, and that's why I continue to make these videos and this work and this time. I put so much time. It's not just the videos, it's not just the stuff that I have.
So I wanted to say that so it seems like overall you feel like, well, JYP is kind of strict Niall and things like that, right? And so you waited for Niall's contract to end, but then in July of 2022 she re-signed. So how do you feel about this? Was this shocking to you?
Well, obviously, I made videos about this in early 2022 and I think also 2021. I often said I'm suffering a lot from this contract, and I realized that all the members resigned. I obviously felt a little bit.
I only have
How do you say? I felt a little bit.
one older brother.
Well, it hurt me a lot because I was like, damn, man, you could have at least talk to me about it. I mean, if she wants to continue with the contract.
My sister used to be athletic.
I'm sure that she has her reasons to continue, and I'm sure that maybe she doesn't put other members who want to continue, and that she's like, okay, if we continue, then we all have to continue because it would be awkward only if you of us continue because then twice wouldn't be the same. So they were probably like, okay, we either stop all or we continue all. And then she maybe did it because some members want to continue, and she was like, okay, if they want to continue, we all continue. So we keep twice going. And but I was really disappointed. I was really, when I heard about it, I was really not just me, but a lot of my friends, they messaged me, they were like, have you seen this? That's kind of crazy. That now does this to you, like, damn. And I really felt that disappointed.
May I ask your age, if you're okay with that?
I didn't do the rocket, but Mars is now requested this. But at least she should talk with me about it.
I just want to make sure. People know this is I don't mind minors, but I cuss a lot. That's kind of funny because my mother used to be athletic, and then obviously when you become a mother, you lose that. And then my sister used to be athletic, but adult life happens. Yes. Oh, I'm 23. I should have said my age first. Really? No. Huh. I think in my high school, we at least had a couple girl teams. I can't remember because I really wasn't in the sports. Okay, good. Because some people I do, as long as I know you're an adult or a minor. I have no problem with minors. I'm in college. No. I tried. Undiagnosed ADHD will do that. Or listen, I tried. I wasn't very, I tried college. I mean, I did try. Wait, are you in college, Alyssa? Are you in college? Shoot that back at you.
be in uncertainty because I keep putting in these efforts over and over again. Then it was like, okay, damn, I feel a little bit punched in the face right now. I feel a little bit exhausted, a little bit like so much time, so much money, so much effort that I put in. And then she doesn't even talk to me about contract. And should I suffer even longer now? I was like, maybe my suffering will end when the contract will end because then I can finally communicate with man. Because remember, I also suffer from this uncertainty a lot. I cannot sleep well. I often have thoughts like, does she like me? Does she hate me? If she hates me, why would she hate me? Is she misinformed? Or maybe she likes me, but why doesn't she secretly somehow message me and calm me down and stuff like that? And then there are also these lyrics that now wrote in songs that I do not care about. Like I usually do not look into lyrics because they are just lyrics. But people message me about them and say like, look, man wrote this song and it said that this song is written by man and it says Dorian, stuff like that, and some hints and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I am not.
Give me a second, I'll answer.
I just want clarity, I want clear communication, exchange of information, clearly, like adults do. And yeah, and so I was like, okay, damn, I really in July, I think I should come back to Sophia earlier in October because I thought I would like to October, but now the contract won't end, so maybe I should.
I know you're probably not listening to what this man is saying, but holy shit. I mean, at least you competing kept you healthy now, because since you work out, at least your body's in shape. At least that's one good thing that got carried into your adult life. And congratulations on graduating. Congrats. Congrats. College isn't easy, so good job. Because I tried. You worked hard. Let me do something. One by two. A lot of people. I'm looking at my link tree, and everybody keeps going to my Instagram, and my Instagram is only art based. So, if you've been watching me for a while or been lurking in my streams, I will open up a private Instagram, okay? Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. I mean, I wasn't a bad student, but I wasn't a good student either. Like, I tried. At least I passed. At least I graduated high school. I graduated. Basically, if you have a link tree, here. Speaking of, go ahead. I'm chilling. There. Because if you have a link tree, you get to see how many clicks. And Instagram is second. Number one is Twitter, because I tell people to follow me on Twitter because I'm more active on there. Older brothers do that. I love my brother, but he'd have to show off. He was a good student. And then my mom be like, why can't... My mom's all like, why can't you be like your brother? I'm like, well, I have ADHD, apparently. Every adult in my life has told me I have ADHD, except for you. You don't want to acknowledge it. And because you didn't want to acknowledge it, I was a bad student. Or an average. I was I'll be nice. I was a below average. I'm back. Okay. I love my mom. I love my brother. But when you keep getting told, why can't you be smart like your brother? Why can't you be good like your brother? It's like, 'cause you didn't let me. I bet you're great. You're better than most people, probably. Better than me, that's for sure. You're probably a great athlete now. All healthy. Got all the muscles.
to South Korea earlier, but yeah, I really didn't want to go back in uncertainty because I hate traveling alone. I hate being in South Korea alone. It's expensive, it's tiring. I only want to.
I love my dad too. I'm gonna say this now. I love my dad. I love my dad. But he could have at least like been like, hey, you did a good job. I love my dad. He tried. He tried being around, but he worked a lot. So he gets a pass from me because he worked a lot to keep, this house. He worked very hard. But mom, but the mother, Alyssa, this man terrifies me. Or whoever's watching, this man is terrifying me.
Back to South Korea when I knew that Nile wanted to come back. But then I was like, yeah.
Make a decision to come home now. Is it because you were trying to celebrate Niall's birthday or?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I wanted to go in October anyway, and she did not give me any clarity. Because I was like, if she's clarity, if she's like, hey Josh, wait another 2 years, then I'm like, okay, no problem. I can wait for you as long as you want. I can wait for years, but she did not give me clarity all the time. I asked for clarity. I made my other videos. I was like, okay, can you please give me clarity? What do you think about me? Should I stay in Germany? What do you think? I need clarity. It's really important for me. It's very stressful that I do not have clarity. And I said over and over again, and I still did not have clarity. And I was like, hey, Nana's birthday on the 22nd of September. Maybe I should prepare birthday gifts and letters for Nana and go back to Korea a few days before her birthday starts. So then I prepare for her birthday, and when her birthday starts, I will go to her neighborhood, I will distribute my gifts, I will distribute my letters, and hopefully some of these gifts and some of these letters will reach Nana, and hopefully Nana, then if she is misinformed about me, if she hears things about me, maybe then she realizes that she's misinformed about that again.
You wanna know why he terrifies me? He's actively stalking a famous Korean idol. You weren't here for the beginning, but he's allegedly, in his own words, has spent millions of US dollars to meet her. He even boarded a plane she was in and tried to confront her until the managers tackled him because he wouldn't stop. He went all the way from Germany to South Korea. And he literally is going to say at one point that he believes that she loves him. He legit believes that this idol he's been stalking loves him. And right now he's saying that his, what? An unpopular opinion? Go ahead. I don't think it's going to be that unpopular. Unless you want a stalker BF, then I'm like, okay, more power to you, Alyssa. Go ahead. I'm gonna wait. I'm curious. Wait, I'm gonna put the video on.
Information and yeah, but this time I really emphasize how important it is to communicate. I really emphasize in the letter that communication is really important. Here are my contact information. Please let me know what you think is really important, that I have clarity, and I emphasize it very much in this letter this time. I hope that when I'm gets that she realizes the urgency of clear communication, and then either tells me, hey Josh, it's really nice to get back to South Korea, but I would like to go back to Germany, or she says, hey Josh, it's really nice to get back to South Korea, we can meet here and there when I have time or whatever, but whatever.
Because I actually have thoughts on this, but I want to save my thoughts after we get to that. So then now you're counting down again, right? So how long are you going to stay there for?
Well, I would say this time as long as it takes to have clarity. I will say as long as Nine wants me to, but I will also say as long as I have clarity. So if Nine tells me, hey Josh, it's really nice to be in South Korea, could you stay for 10 years? And I would say, yeah, of course I can stay for 10 years. I can stay whatever in Korea. But if she says go to Germany, then I will go back immediately to Germany because I have also things to do in Germany. But despite me having things to do in Germany, I'm here in South Korea for Nine. Yeah, so
I don't wear bikinis. I wouldn't know. I have not worn like a 2-piece bathing suit since 11, 12 years old. I've been wearing 1-piece. Pool party in October? You must live in a warm climate. My guess. Listen, I prefer one. I like one piece with like swimming shorts. That's my favorite combination. It's just more comfy, but not comfy for the beach. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I have a stomach, so I don't know. Maybe to show off the beautiful bellies. The beautiful. I mean, some girls have amazing bodies and they just want to show it off. And I'm like, go queen. That's why, because I live in, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I live in Texas. So it's warm here it doesn't get cold until like December, maybe January, but yeah. I could swim, I have a pool, so I could go swim in it right now if I wanted to.
That's really, really big. Despite me having to do a lot of important things in Germany, I stay here in South Korea, and I stay here in South Korea.
I don't mind my stomach as much. I don't mind it as much.
Oh, it's so nice, and oh, I want to go to Korea as well. But for me, here in South Korea, going to South Korea here is very expensive, not just because of the flight, but because also I have to neglect the important things that I have to do in Germany. And yeah, that's the big deal. And me staying in Germany for so long and being potentially, well, if now I want to stay here forever, I would stay here forever. And that's a really, really big deal. I hope people understand what because yeah, that shows how much I love Thailand.
What if you never said anything? Then are you still going to just stay there forever?
Yeah, I would say that until I get married. But I also know where she is her makeup done and stuff like that. I know where she is. Sometimes I could meet her earlier, but I am trying to make things slow because I want to avoid any drama with this kindergarten KYC entertainment. Because I could go to the makeup store that I go to almost every day. I can wait there. I can just wait until night comes there. I can give her my gifts directly. I can give her my letters directly. But at the makeup store, they get driven by managers, and they're usually free managers or things like that. And they will, for sure, cause drama. They did last time I was by as well. They really do not want to have anything to do with this kindergarten with them. And that's why for now I give my letters to friends and people who see now sometimes privately.
Just wear what makes you comfortable. I'm sure the people that invite you want you to be comfortable. If you don't want to wear the bikini, don't wear it. Like, and even if they tell you, take off the shirt, like, no. If you want to put on the shirt, keep the shirt on. I used to put on shirts, but I'm like, nah. I like swimming comfortably. I love swimming. That's like the only sport I was good at. And I try to like be as loose. But yeah, wear what you want. It's a pool party. People are there to have fun. It's a party. You can't enjoy the party if you're not cozy or comfortable. You know?
For now, and to avoid drama, so I make things slowly to avoid drama, but it takes longer and longer. I will have to take bigger steps to finally see Niall and get clarity. And clarity is very important. It's also very important to me that I'm realized that I'm a person.
Okay, so let's just wrap up the timeline by talking about your mental health at the moment because what I know is you are struggling a lot with like and anxiety. You also go to a psychiatrist. So and also I've heard that you spent 3 million euros so far in the past 3 years to search for Naya. So can you talk about how this has impacted your finances and mental health?
Okay, so my mental health, my mental health is actually really good compared to most people, but because I am in love, this adds a lot of weight. When people are truly in love, like I am right now, and they're not able to communicate with their loved ones, like I am right now, it is a very heavy weight, which very, very much drags, like takes a lot of energy away from you. The only mental problem that I have since a long time is anxiety issues, mostly the fact that I overcame now, because anxieties can...
Hello, Primetime. Let me know if you're a bot. Usually they don't respond back. Yeah, but where'd you want? Either way. Get some rest. Get some rest. I don't know what time it is for you, but get some rest. Love you for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please get enough rest, okay? Bye.
If you try to face them, I know it's hard to face them, it's insane hard. I remember when I stepped into the airplane the first time, my body tried to drag me out of the airplane. I was like, wait, do not get into this airplane. I had so much fear, but the more I faced anxiety, the more it went away. But the other thing is the love sickness, I am in love and I cannot make it to the person I love. I'm sure everyone who has been truly in love at some point and has not received love back knows how difficult it is and how much energy it drains, because suddenly everything becomes difficult. Even simple things like, for example, washing the washing machine, putting out the clothes into the dryer. It's really simple things that suddenly become so difficult because you are so mentally, you just want to cry. You feel so depressed almost because you're like, okay, I love this person, I want this person to be happy. This person is my passion. That's what love is. Love is a passion for something, and I actually love them. I wish I could communicate to them, and then suddenly I cannot. And it's so draining. It so much energy. At first.
Have y'all seen that meme of the? Oh wait. Hold on. That's what it looked like. Oh my god. That man is describing being in love like, oh, I'm so depressed. I just think about this person all the time. I have so much passion for her. I can't even do laundry. I can't do nothing. It hurts. Yeah, that'd be cute if this person actually knew who you were. This person knew who you were and actually did love you back. I don't know how that lady's doing it. She has so much patience. I don't have that kind of patience. I've been cussing so much. And this interview is unedited. You wanna know why it's unedited? He specifically requested for it not to be edited, so it won't be taken out of context. This man literally asked to not edit down the interview because he did not want to be taken out of context. I mean, well, now the whole world sees it. She has an amazing channel. Let me share it.
I always love the law. I always love connected to evolution, because usually we can explain a lot of our emotions by evolution. For example, when you have fear, when you have anxiety, we know that this was helpful in evolution to survive, to reproduce and stuff like that. And that's why I also take where does love fit into evolution. And my theory is that love was necessary for reproduction and survival, because you had to protect your family, you had to protect your wife, you had to protect your children. And if there was no love, then there was no motivation to protect your family, and thus it would lower the survival rate of the family. So families that love each other had more for them, had more for their wife, and that's why their survival rate was higher, and that's why love exists. It was probably evolutionary necessary, and that's the thing. I'm not sure if everyone can love equally. I'm sure it's like a spectrum or something like that. But what I feel love is, and what a lot of my friends feel as love, is a shift in passion. Suddenly everything you did before that we had passion for gets erased. You do not have passion anymore for these things. The only passion is now to care for the person you love, and the person in your new passion, protect the person, to make everything happy, and also protect them with the person. It's almost like a shift. It's almost like a shift in the brain, like one love, and it's such a powerful emotion. There are people who say love can move mountains, because love is such a strong emotion. And yeah.
In your case, the love is not requited, right? So far, having gotten a response. And destroying your life, you spend
I have got a response. If you would have listened carefully, I'm sure a lot of listeners know that I mentioned this earlier. I got a response. This response was that he has to continuously work for it. That's one response. The other response was that she went to court to withdraw the restraining order, which is also a big thing, because remember, you have to get up, you have to go to court, you have to speak with them and tell them, hey, can you withdraw restraining order from Josh? This is also quite a big deal. So I got these responses, and also she made songs which she sang, Love for Love, and Never Give Up and stuff like that. And I know these are songs that covers, but this just adds to the you know yeah. It makes it look like she wants to come back, because, as I said, I always even said in my videos, hey, now, if you don't like me, if you do not want me, then tell me clearly, give me a clear rejection. Remember that she never gave me a clear rejection, so I'm like, okay, she wants me to continuously work with it, okay, I will keep making videos, I will keep showing Nana that we love her, and I will follow my heart, and I will do everything to show her that I truly love her. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you my opinion right now, because I thought about it. I understand your whole question. So I feel like
We're in the debate section. We're in the debate section. We're gonna see this man go off. Time to get this last load of laundry. And then we're gonna finish the video, and I think on my end stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream after I'm done with this. One more stretch. Oh, one more stretch. One stretch. Oh, okay. Where are my shoes? Eh. First, I need to set this up. How we doing? How we doing? Oh, double chin. I love that. We're finishing up the last load. Can I be the one for you? Can I be the one to mend your heart? Have I told you lately that I love you? You see, this conversation would be so cute if the two actually loved each other. Just like that. Ugh. I don't know if you can see those little lines. But our new cat scratched me. That was been a couple of weeks already, though.
Small-time internet personality. So of course my fame is just 1% of Nion. But even I would never directly reject anyone because I have also had like subscribers and stuff who constantly call me without my permission, and I could have just told them, can you stop calling me? But I wouldn't do that because it affects my reputation as a celebrity. And furthermore, there have been actually a lot of cases where celebrities have been killed or even harmed by fans after rejecting them. And so I know that you think you might not be like that, but the fact is that these types of fans exist. So I can understand why Nion would be scared to reject you. She doesn't know how you're going to react.
Well, here's the thing. The longer she would take to reply, you are doing this really dangerous. You are putting yourself into a situation where you could get killed because if there are people who maybe think there could be a relationship between you and them, and you do not give them clarity, and remember, and they keep working for it, and you tell them things like, remember, Niall said he needs to go to his work rate, remember, Niall said she wants a boyfriend, remember, Niall said that withdraw the restraining order, and Niall said oftentimes she wants to date and stuff like that, and she's available, and she presents herself available. What you do is, more and more people, or in my case, it's me, work more and more, and this accumulates, these efforts accumulate, and you make it worse and worse and worse. If you would go to them instantly and you say to them, I do not want a relationship, I do not want this, then that's the best way to do it. If you say, no, I will keep them, I will not give them rejection, even if they come to you, hey, please protect me, give me clarity or something like that, and you still don't reject them, then you think even more, okay, maybe I just have to put more effort into it, and then when you finally, after 10 years, reject them, then obviously they have lost a lot of time, a lot of money, and then you have to repay them, and if you do not repay them, then you risk them doing justice on their own, because not always does the police help them, because obviously they can go to the police and they can be like, hey, what's your name, by the way?
What's my name? Evangeline.
Yes. Eventually, they can say, hey, Evangeline, she always presented herself available. She always baited me into spending more and more money, and she never rejected me. And now, after 10 years, she dates someone else. She basically runs away with all my efforts. Then the police might say, well, we cannot do much because the police is not very reliable yet. And then what do the guys have for options? Then the guys, they need their justice, right? They need their justice. So what cannot even repay my efforts, then I have to do it in my own hands, and then you get killed. And so by not communicating, you are risking your life. Communication is the safest thing to protect life, okay? And that's a tip for you, okay? I say this because I care for you, eventually. The next time you get people, and they tell you, hey, do you want a relationship? You have to clearly reject them, communicate with them, because else you risk literally getting killed eventually if you do not communicate properly, okay? So please, eventually, and everyone who listens, please communicate properly. Communication, the exchange of information is insanely important, and it's the reason why we as humanity progress so much. If you let people in uncertainty, if you let people guess, if people have to guess, you are just wasting their time, you are wasting their efforts, and you risk very, very bad situations.
No, let me give you some examples of celebrities who have rejected their fans and have been killed. Christina Grimmie, shot 3 times by Kevin James.
Christina Grimmie did not, Christina Grimmie died because she did not reject him. Christina Grimmie died because she did the same mistake that you did. Because Christina Grimmie, the situation was like this. He also wanted clarity. He even went to a hair transplant to look more pretty for her. He did a lot of efforts to show her that he truly loves her, okay? But what she did is, she did not reject him. Instead, she dated someone else behind his back, and later it got public, and then he felt cheated on because he got not rejected. He felt cheated on because he was like, hey, I'm doing all these efforts, you never rejected me, and now you're dating this other guy, and then he went to one of her fan signs, and then
He did not just try to. Okay, if you don't know what happened to Christina Grimmie, rest in peace. A man also stalked her while, like, he had been, like, obsessed with her. And I recently saw a video of this. He was obsessed with her, like, stalking her. And then he was so hurt when like what he just said. He was so hurt when he found out that she was dating somebody, Christina Grimmie. And he went to one of her public fan signs and approached her, and as she was going for a hug, he shot her 3 times. One in the head and a few times in the body. A couple times in the body. And he's basically trying to justify him killing her. Saying, no, because since she didn't outright reject him, he felt cheated on because she went ahead and dated somebody else. So she had it coming. That's basically what he's saying. Here, let's listen to him. Let's let the man finish.
Because he was like, hey, that's so unfair. I did all these efforts, you never rejected me, and now you're dating someone else. And I have 100% sympathy for this. Listen, the guy who killed Christina Grimmie is the victim, okay? Christina Grimmie is the bad person. The guy who killed Christina Grimmie is a victim, okay? Because he got baited, he did not get clarity, he asked for clarity a long time, and Christina Grimmie just dated someone else without giving him clarity, even despite him doing so many efforts, okay? So he was a victim, yeah? Props to him. I really feel bad for him that it had to end like this, but Christina Grimmie...
He literally said it. He literally said what I knew he was gonna say it. That he's the victim, not her, not the woman he killed. Oh, and the guy was a fucking coward. He shot himself. I did not expect this conversation to get that dark. I did not expect it to get that dark. I would not have put this video on.
It is a murderer, okay? She is the murderer. He is the victim. She is the murderer, okay? Just to make the point.
Okay, then how about Rebecca Schaefer, who was shot by her 19-year-old fan?
Schaefer, I have no idea about Rebecca Schaefer.
So what happened was that this fan had sent her a bunch of gifts as well, and at first she thought he was a normal fan, so she responded to the first one, but then he kept being more and more obsessive. So one day he turned up at her door, and then she rejected him and told him not to come back, and then he got angry and came back and shot her an hour later. So the moment you reject them, then they become violent. And then the example is
maybe, okay, I don't know the situation, but maybe in this case, maybe she also could have replaced it, but it could also be that this guy was simply crazy. But just because one guy was crazy doesn't mean everyone is crazy. And listen, use your common sense. If you fly an airplane and you ask the tower, hey, is the landing strip free? And the tower does not communicate back, then you are risking a very bad situation. Clear communication is extremely important, not just in relationships, not just in real life, but also in aviation, in everything that you do.
What does that have to do with what you just said?
Then other examples, you to Lisa also got stabbed because she rejected a guy. So there are actually examples of crazy fans, right? So I can understand why a celebrity would be like, oh, I might risk my life if I reject him. But what you're saying is
Everyone already knows that I'm okay with the rejection because I said it multiple times. I said, hey, if you do not want me to come back to South Korea, then please reject me. I also said, listen, Niall, I will come back to South Korea, but if you do not want me to come back to South Korea, then let me know clearly, because then I do not waste any more money to come back at any more time, because then I can stay in Germany and focus on my work in Germany. Okay? And what did she do? She said nothing. She literally said, hey, Josh, come back to Korea. You know, she had good options. She could say, hey, no, stay in Germany, Josh, or she could say,
Big Splinky, let me know if you're a bot, but also hi. And no, I've never seen it in person. Somebody get kicked in the balls. I've never seen that in person. TV though, or you know, films. Almost dropped it. Oh my god, I got reflexes. You're the one that love you. Like, these fucking socks have holes in it. What the fuck? Oh, these are my socks. Said you're not a bot. What was the last time? It's been a minute since I've seen a good movie. I'm just gonna say because it came off the top of my head. Dumb and Dumber, maybe that one. I don't even remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I watched a comedy. Because I'm watching shit like this.
back to Korea. What did she say? She said, come back to Korea, because she did not say stay in Germany, okay? So,
she didn't say to come. So this was your assumption.
no, she did, but I said, okay, listen, text me, it's like knocking on the door. You know, you're in the room, okay? And I knock at the door, and I know you're in the room, and I know you can hear me, I know you can hear me. I knock at the door and say, can I come in? And then you say nothing. Can I come in? You say nothing. And then you say, hey, listen, I come in now. If you do not want me to come in, then tell me clearly, no, come in. And she would say, don't say anything. Of course you go in, because you know that person will tell you to not. But the reason why I'm so angry right now is because of your lack of logic, or your lack of reasoning, your lack of common sense. And I hope that you do exercises to improve your common sense, to improve your logic, because your common sense is so bad that it's actually dangerous to not just yourself, but also to society. Okay? Use your common sense, use communication correctly, okay?
Let's cool down. This is not, I'm not trying to attack you. The problem is Nayeon is a worldwide famous celebrity. You're acting as well.
There's also a misconception. Nayeon is not a worldwide famous celebrity, as a lot of children think, because what celebrity, what fame is quantity times quality. Nayeon might have a lot of fans, she may have a lot of quantity, but the quality of these fans is very, very low, because these are all kids. And being famous underneath kids is very, very easy, okay? I could be as famous as Justin Bieber if I wanted to, because Justin Bieber also, his fan base is also a lot of children, and to entertain children is very, very easy, okay? But I am a scientist, I care more about real progress of humanity. What Nayeon does, what Justin Bieber does, what all these celebrities do, is they put out mindless entertainment to entertain children, to entertain people who consume mindless entertainment. These are mostly children, and what I do is I engineer, I make progress, I discover things with experiments, I do science, I actually provide long-term progress for humanity, okay? These mindless entertainers, they do not provide long-term progress for humanity. What I do is I provide long-term progress for humanity.
That's so sad. This man's a scientist.
I am a scientist. I am even better, okay? I have to be even more careful.
This man is supposed to protect our future, and he's over here being a fucking incel. Never ever. I read in the comments section that she said the YouTuber who interviewed him, that this gets bad. My expectations were low, but holy fuck. Holy fuck. My expectations were in hell, and now they've reached the center of the earth. I think I should have watched. Hello, Rumi. Let me know if you're a bot, but I don't think you're a bot. But hi, Rumi. Nice to see you. Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm almost done. The last shirt of the evening. Now I'm finally done with laundry. I'm gonna finish this video and then go to sleep. Or maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go to sleep because I could be getting bots. Or the first time I streamed, I got a bot and I was talking to it. I didn't know. So I'll have to ask. Because I'm a bit paranoid. Not paranoid. I just want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. Listen, I don't know if you want to watch this with me. I didn't want to watch this by myself. And I'm really disturbed by this man, that man's logic. I don't know how she's sitting there listening to this man ramble. You funny. Me? I'm from Texas. May I ask where you're from? And that is alright. I don't mind saying what state I live in. I gotta stop assuming everybody that I talk to is from America. I live in America there. I should start saying that. Guatemala. Hola. You see, now I feel like an asshole. Because social media is like, I feel like most social medias are American based. Okay. I am Mexican. I'm technically bilingual, but I'm not really good at Spanish as much as I used to be. Más poquito. Más poquito. No puedo hablarlo mucho. Pero yo quiero... I want to get better. I forgot how to say better in Spanish. Yo quiero hablarlo bien para mi papá, para mi abuela, mi abuelo, y mis tías y tíos. Pero ya no puedo hablarlo bien. Pero yo puedo entender y puedo... I can read it. Más no puedo hablarlo bien. But I feel like most people who don't speak Spanish know that hola means hi. That's a bad pause. He looks like he's like deep throating.
I have even more to lose. You not realize this? I have even more to lose. I work even harder than Niall. And I hope you realize that your question is what are these girls gonna do? What are these girls gonna do?
Thank you. I'm really like... I used to speak it well when I worked with people. Like my jobs, all my coworkers, like majority of them spoke Spanish. And so I had to learn quickly to communicate with them. But now since I haven't been like working around Spanish people, it's like gone. Whatever I learned is gone. Ya no puedo hablarlo bien, mi español. Me pongo triste. But right now I'm watching a I wish I had an answer for that. I just stream when I can. And it's mostly just me talking. And while I'm doing stuff in the background, like either drawing, watching a video, doing some chores, like just as long as I'm talking, because I talk a lot. And it's about time that I like put that to good use. That's why my Twitch says I'm a chatterbox that rejoices in creation, because I like to create shit. But yeah. But I have a lot of other socials like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. It's all art based. Oh, thank you. I wish I could stream more, but I just don't like have the time and privacy. I just don't have the time and privacy sometimes. So that's why I'm at least trying to stream once a week. But it has to be like at night, and that makes me kind of mad. Because I don't like streaming at night. I mean, I don't mind streaming at night. But, yeah. But if you do want to chat with me after I'm done streaming, you can like whisper me to give you like my Discord. I've been active on Discord lately. But I check my whispers after stream though. Right now I'm trying to finish this video. I have other VODs on my link tree, which is in my Twitch. I mean, I can put it, hold up. Hold up. You could either go to my link tree in my bio, or I could just like send it right here. Do that real quick. Mr. Rock, what do you mean am I aware if you're a bot? Let me know if you're a bot. Also, hi, Rock. There's my link tree. Hold up. I also want to leak the video that I'm watching, so you can watch it. Yes, I did ask if you're a bot, because, like, there are bots here. I am single, but I'm not ready to mingle. I'm not ready to mingle. But I do like to have, like, I do like to chat with people. I do like to talk. Which is why I've been trying to use my Discord a lot more. I mainly use Discord to talk to people and for art projects. I have a lot of like art things related. I mean, if you look at my link tree. I mean, how am I answering that question? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just a little blunt. I'm like, no, I'm single, but it's whatever. I'm 23. If it's alright, let me know if you're an adult or minor. You're probably an adult, but I need to know. I am 23. The question is that... let me answer. Wait. Rock. I'm gonna read that as Corpse husband. The question. If y'all know, do y'all know who Corpse husband is? Of course. That is a question. Yeah, I've read you're 23. Why would I not believe that? It's just like a famous VTuber. I don't know. I'm trying to read your thing like that. That is a question not easily answered. You yourself might not even be real. Like, bitch. Get philosophical on me, huh? You know, that reminded me? You saying that, like, why would I not believe you?
What do you mean? How do you know someone didn't just make it up? What? You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? I just mean that
I love meme culture. Sorry, I love meme. Watch it. I want to watch it again. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Know if any of this stuff is true. What do you mean? How do you know someone didn't just make it up? What? You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? I just mean that some of the details. I never thought of that. This is terrible. What if none of it's true? What if they're all lying? How would we ever know?
This is cocky rock. I'm sorry. I like to roast people sometimes, but I'm sorry, Rock. Come back. But yes, do I not look 23? A lot of people tell me I look young. I mean, this is a bad phone though. This phone is kind of old, but it do be making me look youthful. Somebody recently said I look 19. I'm like, I look 19? Nah, whatever. As long as I age gracefully, I guess. Let's finish this video. You see, we're all having a great conversation. It makes me not want to watch this anymore. But I have 26 minutes left. Decisions.
What I'm trying to say is that she has a lot of fans. Whether you think these fans are good quality or not is besides the point. What I'm trying to say is you're not the only one who loves Nayan. I'm sure there are a lot of men out there who love
I'm the only one that loved Niall, truly. What fans do is they see her as idol. When I was younger, I also had idols. Chester from Linkin Park. I was a fan of Chester from Linkin Park. I loved him. I loved his music, okay? But what fans feel for their idol is not true love. And the reason I know that I am the only person that really loves Niall is because I did research. I asked everyone who loved Niall, and I asked them, hey, do you really love Niall, or is it fan love? And it 100% of the time turned out to be fan love and not true love. I am the only one who truly loves Niall. I am the only one who spends millions of dollars every year to prove my love to Niall. Nobody comes even close to that. That you have the audacity to say that there are many people who truly love Niall. It's crazy because you can evidently see that I am by far the person who proved it the most, who put the most effort into it, who puts his life into it, all this time, all this, a lot of my money put into proving to Niall that I truly love her. So to say that there are a lot of people who love her, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, she sped it up because, yeah, she had to speed it up because of that. Oh, boy. Sorry. Since it's late night for me. Wait, what time is it for you in Guatemala? You're either ahead or behind. But you're not in my time zone, right? Because it's about to be 5 a.m. for me. Oh, you are. For once, you're the first person that's been behind me. Everybody else has always been ahead of me. But yes. I think I might watch this on my own because, like, it's draining me. I'm gonna post an art tomorrow. You're gonna be the first to see it. It's Kingdom Hearts, and it's Roxas as a cat eating a popsicle stick. I just watched Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser movie, and this came up. So y'all really Spanish viewers do type the ja ja ja. But yes, it is based off, like, the art style is anime based. Hold up. That's how the art style looks like. Hold up. Yeah, I drew that for a friend because she recently got the COVID. She recently got COVID, so I drew that for her. Hopefully it'll cheer her up. I feel bad. Yeah, I know. I'm on Twitter, so it was like cha 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 cha. So yeah, I know what it means, huh? It makes me laugh because that's how my dad laughs. Since my dad doesn't really speak English either. That's why I wish I was better at Spanish. My friend, or acquaintance, I should say. But I got COVID twice already, but I haven't caught it recently. But I did catch COVID twice. It wasn't fun. As soon as it's 5 o'clock my time, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not watching this video anymore. I'm gonna watch it in my own time. The subject matter got a little dark. I do. Well, I'm unemployed right now, but right now, well, for me personally, I'm trying to build a community on all my socials. So, I'm trying to, like, at least build a community. Because that's what I want to do for a living. But I take on, for my income, I do, like, side jobs, like pet sitting, helping my mom with her small business. And then, but for myself, I do, I guess, art. Since that's, like, I get income from that. Especially right now. Since I'm going to be a shill. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But you want me to draw you something? Here's my Ko-fi. Want me to draw you something? You get a character. Wait. Let me link the tweet instead. Hold up. Follow this one instead. Listen, I don't know if I should even say this, because I said that at one point, like, oh, I take on side jobs. And somebody assumes something else. Somebody automatically assumed. Okay, I did a cleaning stream, and obviously my thighs were present. My thighs. Yes, all that's created by me. I've been drawing since I believe 14, 15, I've been drawing. So basically I've been on the internet since 15, but like streaming I just started last month. I started streaming last month, yeah. Or no, I started streaming late August. And I wish I started sooner. I really wish. I'm sad I didn't like save those VODs. And so now they're gone forever. I did my VOD channel late. I'll go on, well, I'm only recently opening up Ko-fi. My Twitter tells you the rates. But since you want to know, right now, the characters I'm drawing are $12. I would usually charge more. Well, not charge more. I can't really, I don't have the following to charge more. Basically. But yes. In this style. You can get $12. I also have a Redbubble. If this shit wants to load. There we go. Basically, if you see this icon, that's me. Nine more minutes. I'm gonna go I'm gonna... Okay. I have a dog that I need to take outside. Aww. We recently... Okay, okay. Sorry. We got a cat last month. Oh, and she's the cutest thing. Look at her. This phone sucks, but her name is Boba. She's a small kitten. She compared to her other. You got a calico. You got a calico. They do. She's a little feisty, but she's just so cute. She's so cute. So, a calico. Is that your only cat? Or you have more? Well, since I'm gonna end stream sometime soon, can you whisper me and I'll send you my Discord. Do you have a Discord? Or a Twitter? Yee, Nina. Let me know if you have like a Discord or Twitter. Okay, so after I'm done streaming, you can send me a picture of your cat. Because I love kittens. We have 1 cat and 3 dogs. Sorry, I'm messing with pennies. I have undiagnosed ADHD, and so I need to fidget with something. I'm trying to like... Oh, at one point we used to have 4. Well, no, at one point we had 5 dogs at the same time. It was a pit bull, German Shepherd mix, 2 Chihuahuas, and a terrier. He was the dog we had. They said he was a terrier mix. But yes, we love animals in this house. Our cat makes pet number 10 in total of pets we've had in this household. We like animals. Even though I'm the only vegetarian in this house. I cannot believe it's 5. I should be asleep. I'm trying to sleep earlier. It just doesn't work. You see, that's why I should have started streaming earlier in life. I like talking. It's because I have anxiety. Yeah. Well, now we don't have 5. We have, I wish I streamed sooner in life. It's 'cause I have anxiety. And streaming allows me to talk with people because I really cannot talk to people face to face. I can't. I'm like... But here I'm just like, hey, what's up? I don't know why I'm like that. If I was more like this in public, I'd be like, I don't know. But I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I'm very shy, but also like I don't really like talking to people. I like being by myself. But I'm like, you know, quarantine and COVID. I think I've been by myself too long. So I'm hoping streaming allows me to be more extroverted. I don't know. I'm just trying to be better. I'm gonna go to my room. Should it? Nah, I'm gonna go to my room and then end stream. How about that? But I'll be right back. I'll be right back to get you. Or no. Chat, what should I do? What should I do? Leave you here? I have big eyes? Wait, let me take my... Even with my glasses, not that different. I don't even know. Nobody's ever told my eyes are big. And no, I'm not saying... I'm not taking that as like... I'm just like, oh, okay, I got big eyes. It's because I got pretty lashes. What should I do? What should I
With one of the
do?
best savings rates in
Shut the
America,
fuck up. I don't care. I don't care about your ad. Shut the fuck up. Hate this ad bullshit. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Oh, bitch. Damn. This was at... For me, it says 5%. It started at 18. Ooh. You could cook an egg on this phone. It's that hot. You could cook an egg on it. Oh my god. This is my old phone, and I've been using it as my my main like chatting camera, or you know, because my main phone has all of my apps. Oh, you're watching my Twitter? Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's what I wish I would have done. My older videos, or my first successful stream was like, here, you want more of my shit? Here's my art. Go, go, foot. Because I need it. Because I do want art to be my living. Like, I have a lot of hobbies, and I want at least one of them to give me money. Everybody wants money, you know? Everybody, you know. We live in a society. You're balanced on my tablet. I have a lot of shit. I still have to get my dog, by the way. My Chihuahua. She can't really walk, so I have to carry her. Oh, she's so lazy. KK. Baby. I think I need to take her outside. Where's my fucking shoes? Where's my shoes? I can't find them. Okay, there it goes. Sorry. It's night. It's nighttime. Everybody's asleep. Hi, mommies. Hi, baby. So it'll get dark again because I have to go outside. Say hi to stream, KK. Her name is Kelly, but I call her KK for short. I need a ring light. Drink some water, baby. No agua? No agua? Okay, hold on. Okay, mamas, let me pick you up. Ah. Look, pool stream, everybody. I could technically put this down as a pool stream. Do what Amaranth does. We got a light out here. Oh, poor baby. She really needed to pee. Oh, you're such a good girl. She's such a good girl. She always pees when I take her outside. You wanna go over here, this patch of grass? Do you wanna guess how old she is, my dog? I've already said it multiple times, but you don't know. Guess my dog's age. It might as well have been a free fall. One step beyond your door. Floating like a cannonball. You ready to go, mommies? Ready to go to bed? She is over a decade. Ugh. She is. Hold up. You want to tell them your age? She's 17. 17. Hold up. It's going to be dark for a little bit. Sorry. She sleeps with 2 blankets. Here you go, mamas. And Jesus and God said, "Let there be light." I really should have got some water before I went to bed. I'm dehydrated. But yes, she's 17. I've had her since I was 6. Or we've had her. We've had her. This household. I'm getting ready for bed. Should I do like a sleep stream? Amaranth does it. I want to hear you talk about Amaranth as if everybody knows who she is. No, we're done. That was the last load. I'm in my room now. I'm gonna get me a glass of water. One shot. Oh my God. Yes. It's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. I know it's only 4 a.m. for you. But it's 5 a.m. for me. 5:13. I'm not supposed to be awake. No, no normal functioning adult should be up at 5. You're gonna watch the ceiling for a second. Hold up. Me too. It was nice talking to you, Rumi. Next time, I should have put my Discord. Ah, man. Ah. I don't know if I can show it, but this is off. It's off. I like to sleep braless. Of course, of course. If people ask, I always offer my Discord. But yes, it's time to end the stream, y'all. I love and appreciate every single one of you that came, that lurked, that talked. I appreciate you all so much. Okay? I mean, if you're actually not gonna go to sleep, I might go on Discord after this. I always do that, actually. I guess I'll just start saying that after stream. You could talk to me on Discord. If you want to talk to me after stream, like personally, just whisper me if you want my Discord. It's well, not public, but you know. But yes, this is gonna be on the VOD. If you're watching this on the VOD, thank you for watching. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I always say that. Oh yes. Oh yes. Do you want to see? But yes, I'm gonna actually, I'll end it off right here. Load. Drawer 1. Drawer 2. Okay. But thank you for watching. You all rest well. Make sure y'all are hydrated. And I'll see you all next time, okay? Love you. Bye-bye. 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 Down for it. Bitch. Oh my god. Okay. Bye.